In the vibrant heart of Dubai, Anfas by Asim Al Qasim weaves the rich heritage of Arabia into every drop of its perfumes. Inspired by the timeless beauty of the desert, the allure of oud, and the poetry of Arabic culture, each fragrance tells a story, a moment, a memory, a breath of the land itself. Anfas captures the soul of tradition while inviting the world to experience the essence of modern Arabian artistry. With Anfas, every scent is more than a fragrance, it's a journey.
Hello everyone, this is Marc again for you today with the video. We are waiting 2 years for this video shoot. It's a very important one, and I welcome at this point one of our friends, Asim Al Qasim from Anfas. Thank you very much that you are here and find the time. The first video, actually, we met over 2 years ago.
It's been 2 years, yeah.
In your
actually.
office.
Yeah, exactly. It's been 2 years.
So this video, if you want to see a part for the or a description or explanation for the first generation, this one is linked in the description. And at that time, you showed us the prototype for dye.
Yeah. Exactly. It was only a prototype of dye, and now we have the full set
Yes.
of the Fasool collection.
What the people are not knowing, that you were the first certified perfumer in the UAE, right?
Yeah, as they said, like I just recognized that I've been the first certified Emirati perfumers in the whole UAE, and this is very pleased to me. And actually today we are doing this shooting. I don't know when it will be launching this video, but today is our national day.
Yes, I heard. This morning I talked to someone to correct it's National Day. Yeah. Let's say, as a perfumer, how easy or difficult is it for you to get inspired or create new fragrances? Because if we go back for the first generation, Red Ishq, mega hit, then we have Salam, which is also kind of, a very important fragrance for us. It's a top seller, especially here in Europe. How easy is it for you to get new ideas, to launch new perfume?
So, like always, like my inspiration to get a new ideas comes from my heritage and cultural things. And I developed the story behind all of that based on that. So usually I do a full story of any of my newer collections. Then I take from that story a part of each story, a part of each section of that story, and I try to imagine how it looks like, the idea and the inspiration of that, let's say, direction. Then I try to do the formula based on that. And we try also to experiment with other people. Like after we created the first formula, we asked other people, can you imagine this to give you this, So this is how it inspires us. It takes a long time, to be honest. And sometimes you created a fragrance based on an inspiration, then it cannot fit on the whole story, so you keep it in rack and you say it will come one day to launch this fragrance.
Interesting.
Then when the full story comes, you can grab that fragrance within the whole story. So this is how it can be complex. And to represent an idea of any fragrance, it's not only your feeling. You need to feel the other person feeling. You need to feel even anyone is gonna smell this fragrance. Will they have the same feeling or no? So it's something complicated, but in certain times also it's a very interesting. It's a piece of art. It's a very artistic way, and this is how I love to do perfumes. As I'm an artist, I try to do these things.
So if we need to describe the collection of Anfas, you have a Arabic influence, but there is a twist to it. What is the influence? Is it French or is it Italian? Because it's very approachable.
Yeah, so if I will be talking precisely on the brand, I can say the brand identity or the brand DNA talks about we are welcoming you to our home. So if I need to welcome you to my home, I need to be very peaceful, enter to your cultural things. So it's a transmission of culturals. It's like a mixture between other culture to bring you to the Arabic heritage or everything. I can represent it a very nice way, which is let's talk about the essence of aromas or the essence of everything, So this is how I try to create all of my fragrance. I have on my base I need to bring out my heritage, but in all of coverage things, I need to bring other cultural aspects from everywhere, which I think this makes the brand like it's already like a European direction, but with a very nice heart of like the Arabic culture. And these all cultures can be mixed together in a bottle of fragrance.
Nice. So the first generation we talked about. What is the second generation? Which one should we start with?
So we launched a full new collection called Fusul. Fusul is like an Arabic means, like an English means seasons. In this collection, we are talking about not like the normal seasons. That's why you cannot see all these 4 fragrances with the fifth one, which is like the hero one, which is light. So it's 5. To break the mind that I'm not talking about summer or winter or anything. It's a seasons that you are living with anyone you love and anyone you are gonna welcome. So it will be approachable seasons, different feelings. Sometimes, you know, when you are living with any person, you have different feelings, right? So this is the seasons of these feelings, and it will be continuing. It's not only 5 fragrances. We are gonna launch another.
Okay.
I can start with the first one, I think,
yes,
which is one of like nicer one called Jenna. Jenna is the paradise. Yeah. So the first fragrance.
And we need to appreciate the bottle. I mean, this we talked about in the first video, but this, I mean, look at the bottle, the quality and feel. I hope you have the chance to hold it in your hand one day, because there's so much effort put in this bottle.
Each bottle, by the way, it's like a hand-painted bottle. So each bottle is different than any other bottle. Because if you are giving someone this fragrance, or if you want to wear it, you want to feel the same identity, which is you are unique.
Yes.
No one else like this. And when you tell someone that you love, that you are my paradise, for example, you should give them something that it's so close to him, and one out of one, you know. So this is like I was thinking how I can represent the idea of like the paradise, which is so difficult. So I brought out the turquoise color with some of like bluer color to give you the feeling of the full whiteness, you know, the reflection of the whiteness. And the person that you wanna gift them, it's the gold comes out. So you are walking in a very nice white area, the flowers coming out, and in this fragrance you are gonna smell like a very nice whitey notes.
Okay.
This fragrance.
Let's give it a try.
So clean, so fresh, but with a very
a little bit fruity.
Yeah, there is a touch of fruits.
This one is very also sparkling almost.
It's like a reflection.
Yeah.
It's I can say it's exactly what you say, that it's like a style of sparkling water, filled with some roses and some berries touch. So it gives you like, you know, it's a reflection.
What you imagine for someone who buys it, which situation is the consumer wearing this fragrance?
You know, like I can imagine someone who's like, I'm gonna go to a very far away, like, you know, the wedding dresses. So when you are wearing like a wedding dresses, a very nice white things, even like for a man or like for a woman, like very nice white things, and you sprayed it out, you will be sparks.
Yeah.
And instead you just put on yourself like a sparks from a gold leaves. You are spark with this fragrance, and when you are gonna walk, everyone will be recognizing this kind of like freshness. They are gonna smell the scent of like pureness. It's like a water on, like a roses on top of all of waters, you know.
Yeah, it's not a sticky sweetness. It is a very bright fragrance. Amazing creation. If you talk about it and you explain it, it's another feeling to it.
Yeah, we are gonna move to the second one, which is called Gala. Gala is like, it's where you are saying to someone, like, you are already precious, okay? And when you are always, like when we are together always, I'm feeling more precious and precious. That's why you can see like the gold is increasing after you spray the fragrance. And this fragrance...
And this bottle design, for example, also you do?
Yeah.
Everything?
All of the inspiration I took, and I do it based on that. And it's so difficult actually to bring out like how you can, because you know, like I'm gonna talk later about dye. Dye, we used 3 different painting style in the fragrance. So it's like complicated things, complicated process. And sometimes you cannot find a very like one artist who can bring you this one. So in Gala, you are gonna smell a renewable smell of all neroli opening with like orange blossom.
This one is something different, yes.
Yeah, so it's like
neroli.
So it's a very nice powdery with a cover of a lot of like different orange blossom and neroli. So it's like an opening, and you are making someone so precious. When I smell this fragrance, I can smell I can feel like a young lady, a very small, like your daughter, a very young lady, and wearing that nice crown on her top. So this is the smell of this fragrance.
This one is very vital. It is this one maybe if I would go for it, this kind of citrusy direction, I always like to wear on Mondays. Monday morning, if you spray this, to get in the week with a lot of energy. But is there also there's a little bit of sweetness inside?
Yeah.
Is it vanilla or?
You know that I'm addictive to vanilla and tonka bean.
A little bit inside, right?
So to make, as you remember, like when I spoke about the first creations that we did, I tried to mix all of my fragrances in one fragrance. So you can mix them. So I need to bring some like common fragrance.
To link it.
So to link it.
Let's talk about this for a second, because this is not in the focus. So you actually, this one we tried also, you can mix all the fragrances.
All of the fragrances.
Among each other.
Yeah. So you know what everyone is saying about the layering style?
Yeah.
So the main brand built up that you have a purely fragrance, but you can layer all of the fragrances together in different way, which is exactly representing the idea of the collection. I'm saying fusul, which is seasons. You are living with the person the whole seasons.
Yeah.
So you can have the transmission between one another. So this is the layering where we can mix all of the fragrances.
And your concept to do it is to find common ingredients which are fitting, and then you can do it.
Yeah.
Interesting. So yes, play around, and create your fragrance.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So the third fragrance here, we called it Hanen. Hanen is like over missing, and I came from an Arabic place, which is like we are missing always rain. So, and whenever like the rain comes, the sand will take over all of the rain. So like if in our country we found the rain, like in Dubai or anywhere, the second day you cannot find any remaining part of the water. It's not like the European places. And this has inspired me to bring a fragrance which gave you the earthy touch of missing, and earthy touch that it needs to find this water every time. So in this fragrance, you are gonna smell a very nice earthy fragrance, but it's not a dry fragrance. It's kind of wet. So there is vetiver.
Oh, vetiver. Yeah, you have some earthiness.
Yeah.
So this is a little bit more mature, I would say.
There is a lot of tonka, vetiver with some kind. So for me, this fragrance is very nice for a nighty event. Like you have a
very elegant
event. You have a statement to give. So this is a fragrance that you can give a statement in it.
I think it's very masculine.
Yeah.
It has a very masculine touch to it, very professional. I also imagine a suit and on point.
It's a statement telling.
This is a statement, yeah. This one probably also power-wise it's strong, right?
Yeah, it's so strong, yeah.
Interesting. Vetiver, or generally speaking, from the sweetness to go a little bit away, it's a new approach for inside of the brand.
Yeah. It's kind of like different approach of like, even from the whole collection, you can see like a kind of freshness, sparks. This is one that's like to give you the settlement. So this is what I say, that's exactly the statement. So it's identifying the statement of this, which is, and sometimes you are missing, you need to have this like calmness.
For sure.
So this is the calmness of missing.
For sure.
This fragrance called, the fourth one here, called Shog. Shog, and from the color you can see, it's like an explosion. And here is like the explosion of oud notes, but covered with whole roses. And the name of Shog is like, I'm finding you everywhere.
Okay.
So if you wear this fragrance and you walk, the spread of the fragrance will cover the whole hall. And whenever you are walking and you smell someone, you feel, I just remember this, you know?
Okay.
So this is like, I called, like when I was telling everyone, I said, this is the explosion of oud, but in a very nice rosy way.
Okay, now let's see. Okay, interesting.
You can smell the jasmine.
Jasmine.
But the oud is in a very base, so it's not that much harmful oud. It's a very strong fragrance.
Yeah, it's a very strong fragrance, but it's not animalic.
Yeah.
But you feel it's inside.
Yeah.
I assume the long lastivity on this one is outperforming, right?
Yeah, this one is like for, as I was telling, like this is like, if you just run away, the smell of the area will be remembering.
But I say rose is it's not too strong. You feel inside. Just one question, because I'm always arguing with the audience. Why in the US as well as in Europe, why the men have such a problem wearing rose? You feel it? You say it's true, right? I'm not.
Yeah. This is like, you know. First of all, let's admit. Like I cannot mention now very big brands to say, but most of the fragrances, successful fragrances, masculine fragrances, they came from a roses note. Like a lot of fragrances with lavender, so it's a floral notes. So most of the fragrances comes from the roses touch, the floral notes. But the masculine people or the men, because of the packaging and the things of the packaging, they didn't feel it from that way. But the strongest notes comes from the roses. Like a very nice things comes from there. But the good balance is how to not make it on a very rosy way, like, you know, very velvety touch. No, you can just play it around to make it a very nice in a middle between.
Yeah, the men usually a little bit, you know, if you tell them there's rose inside, say okay.
no.
Yeah.
You will be surprised, like because this already launched. This fragrance is the most sellable fragrance for men today.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, it's not for normal, like for a very masculine people who are wearing only a very heavy fragrances, you know, like leathery notes. These notes, they love this fragrance. And for me, like I loved it as well, because it's always like overwhelming.
Nice. And then if we move to the last one, what did you think about? I mean, if we pay close attention, the packaging, it's also different. I mean, what came to your mind? So you were in Dubai and said, okay, let's do something different. How did this happen?
So, you know, it's fusul. Fusul is seasons. And in seasons, in any season, you can see the different changes of colors, right? So I was saying how I can give the statement of seasons in one of like my fragrances, which is dye. So I came up with this idea to bring like a plexiglass box with a very nice reflection to like the whole colors of rainbow and everything, to make you feeling the reflection of the suns, the reflection of the eyes. So it gives you this kind of reflection. So in this statement you can see it, because we can see these all colors in all of the seasons. You can see the green, you can see the red, you can see the purple, you can see even the white in all of the seasons.
But this one is very difficult to make, right?
Yeah, it is so complex, honestly, and it's so delicate, but I will tell you very nice things. Just after you capture this one, you shouldn't throw it. You can even use it as a flower bouquet. You can put it in your place to have even any nice decoration. You can put it for like some candies. So it's a very nice, like, we wish anyone to get it, to just reuse this package. Because in this collection, even we start to launch, like we are trying to move to like an environmental aspects, and instead of like not using some of the, like usually people, they don't use anymore the boxes. In this collection we are telling you, no, there is a reusable aspects that you can use it in this. So you can use it as a flower bouquet, you can use it also for some candies, you can use it for your jewelries, you can use it for multiple
for pens to put inside. Yeah, right.
And the packaging, as I told you, like even in this fragrance, it's so complex to me, where even from the starting of the bottle, like the idea of this fragrance came from one of my poetry statements. I will say it in Arabic, then I will just say it in English. It's one of like my things I said, أنت نور العين إن ضيها أنت الوحيد, which is ضي, where I'm saying you are the brightness of my eyes. Actually, you are the brightness of my whole life. And whenever I'm gonna see you, I'm gonna get melted. So you can see from here is the eyes going to be melted when you are gonna spray it. And in this fragrance, as I told you when we started, we used a 3 type of even painting. And we found we cannot find one artist who can do this for us. So we tried to like utilize it, and there is 3 painters working on this fragrance, each bottle. Yeah, it's so complex, honestly, which is taking us also a long time to produce it.
Yeah, a long time. We had some difficulties to source it, but now it's on stock, let's put it that way.
Yeah. So, and even the cap is different, so we used like kind of carbon dioxide style of the cap to make it this kind of blackness, to make it this uniqueness, and you can smell like a very nice white to reflect the ice, and then you will be feeling the amber oxane comes up to make it melted and melted.
Yeah, the ice association
yeah,
really
the
fits
ice
to
comes
it.
from a lavender note.
Lavender notes,
Yeah.
okay.
So then the amber oxane will be overwhelming this, because lavender always like a clean white mix, but then there is mandarin and some touches of like, actually the base is full of amber oxane, so it makes longer.
It's also very playful.
Yeah,
it's a fun fragrance.
yeah, it's so nice fragrance. My kids, they when they smell it, they tell me this is reminds us with a nice Play-Doh.
Okay. Play-Doh.
So, but it's like very nice gummy one, you know.
Yeah.
They loved it. And one time I kept it in my living room, and I recognized that the bottle was finished. My son was every time, whenever he's going to the school, he was spraying it. And I told him, man, this is like a kind of very delicate fragrance. No, it's so nice. It makes me fresh. And it goes to a very nice way.
I think this fragrance, if we need to put an occasion to it, this one you can wear always. Anytime. Huh?
Yeah, this fragrance, it exactly makes like this. The scent of this fragrance gives you the cleanness, like it gives you like the feeling of a brightness.
Brightness.
So it's like a very peaceful one, brighter one. Yeah.
Nice. And there's also some world exclusive, something world exclusive.
Yeah.
You just received something today, right? Or yesterday?
Yesterday, before I arrived here, like as Marc is always having some exclusive things, honestly. These like our new 3 fragrances that we are gonna launch it in Exans this year. You and your all customers, like all like
first.
They are gonna smell it as a first people who they are gonna smell.
So this one is this is the finished. This is what it will be released. 3 new fragrances with Anfas.
Yeah.
What is it about?
So we are gonna relaunch 2 of the fragrances that we discontinued, but we changed the whole formula, the whole direction of these fragrances. One of them called Samaha. Samaha is where you can smell like the scent of like peaceful, which is
But the bottle color also will change?
This one, no, it will be from the Essence of Arabian Home collection, which is the standard collection. And there is one from the 3 will be launched in Fusul collection.
Okay.
So Samaha is, the packaging will be changed because it's a new one. So here you're gonna smell like a very nice reflection of like a breezy notes. Going to give you the feeling of like a peaceful way, feeling like you are entering a very nice home with a very nice fountain with kind of greenery, and the reflection of the marble comes inside the water, so you can feel this.
Yeah, it's we just talked about before. It is water. You get something watery.
Yeah, it's a bit. You know, you can wear it exactly after shower, and if you just sprayed your body after shower this fragrance, you are gonna run fastly in a very nice way.
Yeah. This one is very bright. I would use it also during winter time. This doesn't matter, but it's a very bright fragrance. This one could be something for every day. I imagine this one also for layering.
It's a very nice after showering and very nice for a layering one. Yeah. Yeah, and the second fragrance called Mahabba, which is like loving. Yeah. So in this fragrance, I'm taking you to Amalfi area, a very nice drive. You have like a Chitri car, and just seeing a very nice greenery area within the summer, and reflection and seeing the water reflection with a nice mandarin and neroli flowers and these things.
Something different, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
And usually like people, they always like remember Amalfi and Sardinia for a very nice vacation, peaceful vacation, honeymoon style, you know.
So this one will be sweet, dry down. Dry down will be sweet, right?
Yeah.
I feel a trend nowadays. We had a part where everyone wants to wear sticky sweetness fragrances, and I feel now there's a transition to the more citrusy. So this one fits into this direction. It is neroli, but you feel that there is something else hidden. Interesting. This one, good, very good choice.
And one will be launched in the Fasool collection called Mada. Mada is like infinity.
Okay.
So in this fragrance, I'm gonna take you to a very nice infinite way where you can smell like a leather, a burning leather notes with a very nice ambery and woody notes.
Okay.
So it's so different. And you will be seeing the nice balance from a jasmine as well within the whole note.
Okay, this is my favorite for sure. This is my favorite. Wow.
This is so strong.
Wow. What a mixture.
You cannot
how did you put the sweetness inside this?
Yeah,
you have the power of oud.
The jasmine plays a very nice balance.
Jasmine?
Yeah. Jasmine and tuberose plays a very nice.
Tuberose is inside?
Yeah, so it plays a very nice to make it to a sweetener way.
Interesting. Tuberose inside?
Yeah, there is tuberose and jasmine inside.
Normally I'm not a big fan of tuberose. Sometimes it's for me too stingy, but this is very, very interesting.
You can imagine yourself like, you know, when you are entering a new car, okay? So the scent of the leather there, but then a very nice lady will come inside the car. The smell of the jasmine and these floral notes comes. Then you will be putting some oud in it. This is like the statement of this fragrance, which
Super
takes you to a very nice infinite way.
When you told me that tuberose and jasmine, very interesting. This fragrance you need to experience. This is something different. Wow, very interesting, super interesting. So you have oud. This is a proper Arabic style, but there's some you feel that there's something else playing along. I assume for creating this one very difficult. Huh?
This one takes from me exactly. I think we did more than 12 versions of it.
Wow.
And it takes us more than 1 year.
Wow, 12 versions you did.
Yeah. And it's a 12 version from the same formula to tweak the formula to make it proper balance. As we start our talk, if you remember, like at the end, I don't want to present something so Arabic, so heavy. I want to present something to make everyone digest it easily.
Yeah.
So this fragrance, at the end, it can be digested easily to anyone, but whoever seeking to very nice, like strong fragrance can go.
This very nice integration into the whole topic. Very, very nice, interesting, unique releases.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
You think for the consumer they can get it this year?
It will be launched 100% in Exans and ready from like February. Yeah.
February, you think so?
Yeah. It will be. It's ready from February.
Wow.
This is like, as I told you, it's a batch sample from.
It's a batch sample from the finished.
From the finished.
So okay. No, because we had some history about. Okay,
so it's done. This is 100%. It's been done because we finished the decoration of the bottles.
Okay.
It's done.
Good, great. Guys, you can look forward. These are some nice releases. I'm sure we will do something nice for the introduction when it will be available. You see it here first, you hear about it, you heard the names. And I have to say thank you very much that you visited us. And I really appreciate that you take the time, come here, shoot the video. And if you are interested, please follow him on Instagram as well. Everything is linked in the description. There will be always something new. And actually, just a sneak preview, we are going to shoot another video right now. This one we won't publish until the product is ready to be introduced into the market, because you have a second brand.
Yeah.
And the approach is different. It's in a more affordable
it's
section.
a more affordable. It's like kind of more trendy.
Trendy. Okay.
Trendy brand.
So if you like his signature, then look forward. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss anything. And I see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much.